friends, my name is Anna. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm bringing you my ultimate Cuban-style black bean recipe. This is such a classic in our household. Everyone loves it when I make black beans. By the way, if you hear a lot of noise, there's so much construction going on in my neighborhood and I just can't seem to make it stop. So I'm just rolling with it and I'm making this work. Like I said, black bean is such a staple in a Cuban household. It's a very traditional dish, and you can eat it as soup, so as black bean soup, or you can enjoy it over rice, like it's mostly done in Cuban households. Like any other beans, if you made beans before from scratch, you know that they take a little bit to cook. Obviously, if you have a pressure cooker, it goes so much faster. Today I'm going to show you how to do it the traditional way because I know not everyone has a pressure cooker. In the written recipe, I'm going to leave the instructions for both the pressure cooker method and just the regular old style method. These are not all the ingredients you're going to need for the black beans, but this is going to be the base, and then we're going to make the sofrito and we're going to add it right at the end. So I have half a pound of black beans here. I had it soaking overnight in 5 cups of water. You want to do this so the process again goes a lot quicker. Otherwise you're going to be boiling your beans for 5-6 hours. This way you only need to boil it for about 2 hours. You're also going to need half a green pepper, half an onion, 3 cloves of garlic. You're going to need some bay leaves, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil or any type of olive oil, and you're also going to need some culantro leaves. This is essentially coriander. There's 2 types of corianders. There's the leafy ones, and then there's these kind of like serrated long leaf coriander. The scent of this coriander is so much stronger and is so good to cook with, because the leafy coriander, it's it won't really give you a lot of flavor if you add it to the broth. It just won't stand up to the heat, and this one does, which is great. I have my big Dutch oven here. This is where I'm gonna make it. So I'm just going to bring the heat to medium. I'm gonna add the black beans to my pot. I did rinse them and pick through them, and then I added the water because you don't want to rinse this water. The water you soak them in is the water you want to add to the pot. I'm going to add the coriander leaves, the garlic, bay leaves, about a tablespoon of oil. You can also make the whole 1 pound pack, but this will yield about 6 servings, so to me it's enough. You can, if you have a bigger family or if you want to make the whole pack, you can absolutely do that, and you can actually freeze the black beans because they freeze very well. Add your green pepper. I'm going to add it right in. See, this is what you want it to look like. So I'm going to cover this and I'm gonna let it cook just until the beans are tender. This is gonna take about 2 hours on low. If you have a pressure cooker, you only need to do this for about 30 minutes. You want to naturally release the pressure, and then you're going to add the sofrito. Once this is almost tender, I'm going to start making the sofrito. I'm going to show you how to do it and all the ingredients you're going to need for that. So I'm going to meet you back here once we get to that point. My beans are almost tender, so now I'm going to start making the sofrito. The rest of the ingredients you're going to need for the black beans are going to be the other half of the green pepper, the other half of the onion, garlic, which I have already minced, white vinegar, salt, pepper, a packet of sazon Goya. Make sure you get the one without dianato, oregano, cumin, and last but not least, this is a secret ingredient, a squirt of ketchup. Okay, I know if you grew up eating black beans, if you're familiar with Cuban black beans, you know this sounds very peculiar, but my sister always adds a squirt of ketchup to her black beans and they come out so good. If you don't want to add the ketchup, which I do recommend, trust me on this, you can add about a teaspoon of brown sugar. Trust me, you need to add either the ketchup or the brown sugar. It comes out so good. I have my little skillet here. Let me turn the heat to medium high. To the skillet, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. I like to use extra virgin olive oil for this. You can use any type of oil you want. So oil should be ready. I'm gonna test it with, let me give it 1 or 2 more minutes because you want to hear that sizzle when you throw the onions and pepper into the oil. Okay, I think we're there. So add your onion and your pepper. Okay, we're gonna cook that for about 3 minutes before we add the garlic. That way the garlic doesn't burn. I'm going to go ahead and remove the onion and pepper and big pieces of garlic from my beans. I removed every last bit of my garlic, onion, and pepper. A little bit of cilantro that I was able to find. Whatever you can find is fine. Beans are nice and tender. I did add about, let me add the garlic right in here. Oh, this has developed some nice color. So I'm going to add my spices. You know, I always add the spices to the oil. That way they can really have a chance to bloom and wake up. I'm going to add, you don't have to, a tiny bit of salt and pepper. I'm just gonna mix everything together. I'm gonna cook this. It smells so wonderful. I'm gonna cook this for 1 more minute before we add it into the beans. Like I was saying, I did add about 2 cups more of water to my beans, and that will happen sometimes. If your beans are taking a long time to soften, you might need to add a little more water to your beans because they will start drying up. I'm gonna turn this off and I'm going to add the sofrito right into my beans. Mix it around a tiny bit. We add our vinegar and our squirt. It's gonna be about a teaspoon of ketchup. Just like that. We mix it in. I'm gonna season the actual beans. Wait, let me bring this over to this so you guys can really see what I'm doing. I'm gonna put it on medium, and now I'm going to season the actual beans because I haven't seasoned the beans at all. This is going to continue cooking for about 20 minutes. You just want all the flavors to marry together. I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna still have it on low. So after 20 minutes, I'll be back here to show you the final result. Okie dokie. Let's see. The beans are officially done. They smell incredible. I don't know if you can see, these are a little bit more on the soupier side because I'm gonna eat it today as a soup, but if you're gonna eat it over rice, I recommend, if you would like to, you could let them cook down a little bit more so they're a little thicker. But like I said, I'm gonna eat it as a soup, so this is perfect. I have my bowl here. I'm just gonna serve myself some black bean soup. This is so yummy, you guys have no idea. I personally like to top mine with a little bit of fresh cilantro, but not the culantro, not the one that we used before, just like regular cilantro, and a squirt of lime juice. This is only if I'm eating it as a soup. If I'm eating it over rice, I don't really tend to do this, it's weird. But this is what it looks like. So yummy. I'm going to give it a try. Absolutely wonderful. So I am going to enjoy my dinner. I hope you guys enjoy this very simple recipe, how to make traditional Cuban black beans. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share the recipe with your friends and family if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.